Kia ora. Well, what a cold start to the day. These temperatures are really dropping away quite widely across New Zealand. -6 degrees Celsius in Christchurch last night, -5 up towards Tamarinu. But by no means were these the only spots that had cold temperatures. The far south, Invercargill, avoided the worst of the weather, with some cloud keeping things a little bit milder there, but -2s in Wanaka, -6s widely through parts of Canterbury. You can see even up towards parts of Nelson, down to about -1 or 2 in the region there. Across towards Wellington, even in the capital, we got to about 3 degrees Celsius to start the day. Those cold, frosty temperatures widely across the central plateau, and even up towards the Coromandel Peninsula, Whitianga, -2 degrees Celsius. It's coldest May on record there. So a really chilly start to the day, cold quite widely across New Zealand, but plenty of clear sky. You can see as we head through the rest of this afternoon, we keep hold of plenty of fine weather from Northland down towards the Bear Plenty, down towards Manawatu, and across those western parts of the South Island. There's more cloud that feeds in towards Canterbury and brings an odd shower through there, and that cloud pushes on towards those southern parts of the North Island as well. It will stay fairly cloudy through the daytime around this eastern side of the North Island, with a few showers pushing through there as well. As we head in towards the night time, we'll keep hold of those clear skies across that far northwestern side and across those southern parts of New Zealand as well. But there's more cloud feeding in towards Canterbury through the night time, and also the southern part of the North Island and up in towards Hawke's Bay and Gisborne. Through there, temperatures perhaps not nearly as cold as we saw last night, but still on a bit of a chilly start today, especially where you see those clear skies. So for places like Waikato, those inland parts of the Bear Plenty, Central Plateau, going to be cold, going to be frosty once again. And similarly, as we go down that western coast, 2s and 3s for places like Hokitika and Greymouth, and down in towards the southern parts of Canterbury, a cold and frosty one. There's more cloud down in the far south, so again, Invercargill, your temperature down to around about 6 degrees Celsius. But I think we'll keep hold of a cloudier sky throughout, which will help us act like a bit of a blanket across the sky, keeping some of that heat of the day just sticking with us. But generally, it will be another cold start today as we head in towards Saturday. The forecast for Saturday is fairly similar to what we'll see as we head through the rest of Friday. More cloud on these eastern sides. We start off with a bit more cloud around Wellington and Wairarapa. Still some showers pushing through there. But you can see by the time we head towards the end of the day, some clearer skies back with us. And when we do see any showers around these eastern areas or perhaps down the far south, they're not going to add up to an awful lot. I think generally it's just a touch more cloud. But for places like Northland and Auckland, it stays pretty dry and pretty clear through the daytime. Cold and frosty for these central areas as we start the morning, but you can see we've got more cloud in towards, let's say, Wanganui, down towards Manawatu and Wellington. And I think as we head through the morning, that should start to break up and clear away. We'll keep hold of this cloud around the eastern side. An odd shower still possible, mainly up in towards places like the Wairoa district, but that'll clear off as we head in towards the afternoon, and then a fine, clear night, and again, a pretty cool one as we head through in towards Sunday morning. So here we are, daytime temperatures across the North Island reaching highs of 15 degrees Celsius in Auckland, 16 there out towards Tauranga. Not a bad looking spot to be, plenty of sunshine and staying dry. But you can see once again as we head through the night, Saturday into Sunday, these temperatures are really dropping back down below freezing across those central areas. But even places like, say, Palmerston North, down to about 2 degrees Celsius. And we'll start to find some of those colder temperatures making their way across them towards the eastern side as well, where we lose that cloud. So for places like Napier, highs of 15, back down to 1 degree Celsius. For the South Island, well, there's a little bit of cloud around Canterbury to start off with. That'll mean it's not nearly as cold to start the day as we saw first thing on Friday. An odd shower still skirting the coast, but mainly out towards the Banks Peninsula. That clears away, and you can see generally most of the North Island is looking fine and dry through the daytime. There is more cloud across Southland and the southern parts of Otago, and we'll keep a hold of an odd shower running on towards that Southland and Fiordland coast. But for most of us, it is a dry story. It's a cool start, especially for those inland areas as we go through the morning time. And I think perhaps even again, a rather frosty one. But where we find the cloud first thing through Canterbury, not as cold to start the day for you. But it will be a chilly feeling day, with top temperatures only reaching highs of 12 degrees Celsius in Christchurch, say 14 or so as we head up towards Nelson and Blenheim. Overnight, Saturday into Sunday, well, unsurprisingly, it's another cold night. Temperatures widely back down towards or even just below freezing, particularly in those areas which keep hold of the clear skies, so through Canterbury and Otago. A bit more in the way of cloud on that western coast later on. But again, I think for many of us it will be a chilly start today on a Sunday, but with high pressure still with us, there's plenty of dry weather in store. You can see we've got a touch more cloud, and this time down that western side of the country. Most of us, I think, will stay dry. A bit more cloud feeds in towards Wanganui, Manawatu and the Kapiti Coast by the end of the day on Sunday. Perhaps thick enough to bring a few spots of rain up towards the tops of the ranges. And we'll always keep hold of a touch more cloud down the far southern areas, but plenty of brightness and plenty of sunshine for places like Christchurch as we head through the daytime on Sunday. That's it from me. There's more at metservice.com.